They're going to screw up the new God of War game, aren't they? They're going to put a chick in it and remove Kratos, right? I mean, why does every game series end up doing this? The longer they go on, eventually it's like, all right, time to insert girl boss now. It is apparently time to appease whoever it is in our authority to say, yep, girl boss power. Here we go. Nate the Hate says, here's what I've heard, quote tweeting the WCCF tech. It looks like the secret is finally out of the bag. Cory Barlog's new IP, previously rumored to be sci-fi themed, is actually an expansion of the new existing God of War universe with a new franchise. Which, if you just heard that part, you'd be like, oh, cool. Okay, we got new God of War stuff. Okay. Nate the Hate. Yes, the game is set within the God of War universe, and the lead character will be Faye. Gameplay is said to differ from Norse God of War games with more of a focus on action, which I'm hearing it's like action style like Devil May Cry. Current plan, revealed this year, release first half 2027, barring any delay. Now, spoiler alert, by the way, for those of you that haven't played Ragnarok and other God of War games, the fate of Faye, you might be wondering, like, how could she be the star of the game? Makes me wonder if it's a prequel, because I have plenty of questions. This is Legacy Killer. Pretty big leak. A new franchise set in the God of War universe is being worked on by Cory Barlog and Sony Santa Monica. Reveal is soon. Faye will be the lead protagonist, and the game is said to be, quote, more action focused with its gameplay. This will be controversial. Every time. John Douglas, now you do plan on having God of War in your God of War game, right? Hello? Hello? I said, holy shit, they did the meme. They inserted the girl in place of the guy once again. Like, how many examples of this? This is like the same thing with like Disney replacing redheads or Netflix inserting a black character in place of a white person. Dexerto, a new God of War title is in development, though Kratos will not be the main character. Faye, Kratos' second wife, will be the lead, according to reports. So this is the article from Dexerto. A new game in the God of War universe is reportedly in development, but it won't be another typical journey with Kratos as the lead. Instead, reports suggest that Faye, Kratos' second wife, will be the main character. Although we just got God of War Sons of Sparta from Sony Santa Monica and Mega Cat Studios, another big budget game in the franchise is reportedly hot on its heels. While Barlog directed God of War in 2018, he handed over the reins to Eric Williams for 2022's Ragnarok. What Barlog has been up to in that time has remained a mystery, though we know he's been toiling away on a project of his own. Now reports are indicating what that project may be. If insider claims hold true, Barlog won't be going far from the IP. In fact, his next game will allegedly be part of the broader universe, but focus on Faye as the new protagonist, evidently taking place before the events of the recent two games. On July 2025, Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier teased Barlog's next game, quote, "It's not a new IP, but it might feel like one," he said at the time. Rumors picked back up March 1st, 2026. Various insiders pointed to it being a new game in the God of War franchise, but unlike anything we've seen thus far. Schreier reinforced those claims, saying, "I suppose now it's become obvious what I meant." Why? Like, why do you do this with games? You know it's not going to sell as much. You know it's going to be extremely controversial. And you know this trope has been run through the ground so many times and people are so tired of it that it's not going to be a good look. Why even do it? Why? It's like a non-starter at this point. When I play a God of War game, I play God of War because of Kratos. That's like when I play a Metroid game, if you want to take a female protagonist, I want to play as Samus. And here's something controversial. Ready for this? And I know a lot of people love ODST. I did not like Halo ODST because I wasn't playing as Master Chief. I was like, no, when I buy these games, I want to play as the protagonist. Miss me with the, side character takes the lead protagonist role of it. Fuck that. This is the same issue I had with Metal Gear Solid 2 when Raiden took over after the first level and I got ultimately trolled. That was like BS pissed. Like, I'm still angry about that to this day. Never mind going back and forth between silos for the next 8 hours. But when I play a game with a lead protagonist, I expect that to be the protagonist of the game every time. It's the same reason so many people are pissed off about The Last of Us Part 2. Do we need to go back to that again? We then heard from reliable leaker Nate the Hate, who divulged new information on March 2nd. According to this insider, the new game is set within the God of War universe, and the lead character will be Faye. Gameplay is said to be different from the Norse God of War games, with a more of a focus on action. Fellow gaming insider now Nick also concurred. I never heard of this guy. This matches everything I was told. Man, that sounds like someone trying to be an insider. Hey guys, this matches everything I was told too. I'm also an insider. As for when we might hear in an official capacity, Nate the Hate claimed the plan is for the new game to be revealed later this year before releasing in the first half of 2027. I have so many issues with this. It's not even funny. Like, how many times? Cabrutus, as if the franchise weren't in an awful place already. You already know the backlash is coming, Kata. Making God of War without Kratos is not a smart decision. God of War's wife. Legacy Killer followed up. Cory Barlog was really making it obvious, Laval. This is from 2021, and I'd guess around the time he was beginning early work on God of War spin-off franchise. Number one, Faye Stan account, in quotes. Oh, that's Cory Barlog changed his name on X to number one Faye Stan account. Video games evolving and changing. Just 26% of EA revenue came from premium game sales. The rest was from live service, DLC, mobile, microtransactions. You wonder what the ultimate designs of video game industry would be. I don't know, maybe the self-collapse of pushing it all towards microtransactions and live services. I don't know, just a crazy thought. Ubisoft is shifting away from 3 to 4 premium AAA titles a year, plans to launch high-end free-to-play games. Thoughts? Well, my thoughts is I can't believe Ubisoft is still in business after this. And this was in 2021. And we already knew back then that it was terrible decision-making. But then Cory Barlog, number one Faye Stan account, letting everyone know back then. George George, Faye is apparently replacing Kratos as the protagonist in God of War. So I asked Grok to fix her design. Because if Sony actually expects people to buy their next woke God of War, this is the bare minimum. We won't accept anything less. Now, yes, you're akin to me with the rage bait posts sometimes. This is a tad extreme. I get that. So miss me with the, she shouldn't look like that. It's ridiculous. I get that. But can we get like, I don't know, something close to this? I don't know. Maybe it's too much to ask, but why can't you have an attractive girl as your lead? If you're going to do it, do it. Make no apologies about it. Just dive in head first and be like, yep, she's going to be beautiful. We're doing this. It's happening. But the backlash is pretty prevalent everywhere. And Deviant says, is it a prequel or are they pulling some Deus Ex Machina and bringing her back as post Ragnarok? I will completely crash out if Cory spent the last 8 years working on a girl boss God of War game. I have a feeling crash outs are incoming. Hype completely dead for me. People in the comment section being terrified of female protagonists again. I see. Yes, they are. Why should people have to accept this? This goes back to the same issue I have with Bungie's Marathon. When people have issues with the gameplay and the game style of it, and people are saying, don't do that. Do something like this. Please stop falling for the same tropes and mistakes that all these other companies go to and do these other things. Same thing with High Guard. Same thing with Concord. Stop making characters ugly. Or if you want to go down the trope of stop replacing protagonists with girl bosses. Please stop doing that. Just listen to your customer. We've gotten to the point where these studios have gotten so used to just making whatever and making money, getting paid no matter what happens, that they are ready to full on push their indoctrinated cult ideologies on other people, saying, fuck it, I'm at retirement age already. Might as well just ride this ship into the sunset and do something to push my ideology even further. I'm going to force people to consume something that they don't want, that they are proactively telling me they don't want. Even though time and time again, you have been told people will not be buying it. They don't care. Nothing's stopping them. This is like the definition of insanity. Banging your head against the wall over and over again and thinking you're going to get a different result out of it. Sony Japan has got to be losing their mind right now. I mean, we didn't even talk about Ghost Yotei when it came to replacing Jin. Like all these situations over and over and over. Stop it. Stop doing this. I don't know how many times you need to see a game fail before you realize that what you're doing is not what your customers want. We're not in the business and industry of charity work. We're in the industry of entertainment. And if people are not entertained, they're not going to open their wallet. And it's really that simple. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I need to take crazy pills just covering this stuff, being like, I can't be this insane, right? Like it has to be all these people in the companies. It can't be me, right? Like, right? Like what, what is happening with this world? I'm losing my mind right now. Holy shit. So yeah, get excited for the next God of War, guys. Have fun with that one. I know the best part about this is it is a gift to content creators. So I guess I shouldn't be that mad about it. I've never been the type to complain about a female protagonist, but what's with Sony's sudden push to make all their main characters women? Anyway, if the comment is on the same level as MoDeRn God of War, it's a day one buy for me. Oh man, they love people like this guy. They live for Zach Austin. They're like, bro, we will make the game amazing action gameplay, and we will use this to indoctrinate you on how you should feel about the power of women and how they are just as capable as men on the battlefield. Pre-Dog Corpse, I can't wait to not play it. You notice, by the way, rarely, if ever, do they replace a girl boss with a guy. It's always the other way around. I don't see them replacing Aloy and Horizon. Weird. That's really curious, isn't it? Almost like I'm sensing a pattern with what they do with the games. Curious.